Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah. How to face the world, the Facebook of the world. When you are happy, never promise anything to anybody. Dasharatha ji did that, and as a result, he was suffering throughout his life. So whenever you are happy, never promise anything to anybody. When you are angry, never give any reply. And when you are confused, never take any decision. And exactly this is what our Arjun Maharaj has done in the Bhagavad Gita. He was angry, and out of that anger he came on the battlefield just to take the revenge, just to sort out all the problems. An angry person can never think cool. A confused person can never think clear. See, and a happy person loses the sense of proportion. Therefore, when we are facing the world, the instrument by which we come in contact with the world is our mind. And that mind has to be taken care of 24/7. See? We all have been living in this world very intellectually. I don't use the word intelligently, because there are two types of people, those who are intelligent and those who are intellectuals. Intellectuals are intelligently miserable, and intelligent people are never miserable. So, we are all living very intellectually in this world, and we take care of our property, we take care of our bank balance, we take care of our house, furniture, we take care of everything except our own mind. See? About our figure, how much care we take. See? Because in the modern days, people have stopped eating food. They only calculate calories and they are only talking in terms of cholesterol. It is something like feeding a poultry farm. See, how much calorie we have given and how much eggs we are going to make. Therefore, we take care of everything in this world, but we have never thought of that we have to take care of the mind, because by this mind alone we face the world. See? So, what are the things to be understood about the mind so that we can face the world cheerfully and happily? First thing, we are all tired of incessant thought eruptions in our mind. See? And therefore we get tired. If you do physical work for 8 hours, it is equal to talking for 1 hour. If you talk for 8 hours, it is equal to talking for thinking for 15 minutes. And if you think for 8 hours, it is equal to worrying for 5 minutes. See how much energy of our life is merely wasted only in worrying, worrying, worrying. And such a tired mind, when the mind is to be applied, it is exhausted, tired, no inspiration, no joy, no cheer. And then we are living only because we have no guts to die. That's the only reason. See, friends. Therefore, let us understand first the thinking process. Because thinking happens in the mind. The thoughts erupt on account of two causes. One, the thought has its origin objectively. We look at the object, and if we stop there, there is no problem. See? A useless boy, unemployed, unemployable, goes to a garden. Only such people go to garden. Those who are, where is the time to go to garden? So he goes to garden. And girls are never, lagging behind. They are equally useless, unemployable, unmarried. See, the best thing for the girls is they should get married and make that man suffer. Why should they suffer? They are meant only for that. So, she also goes to the garden and they see each other and go home. There is no cinema. Okay? But when the boy goes and the girl goes and they look at each other through the corner of their eye, kataksha. And if they don't interact, they don't project, everything is over. But then the mind, be attentive. The mind has two facets. One facet is it perceives the object. After perception, the mind starts projecting on the perception. We see something, go ahead, no problem. This is one simple technique. Whenever we pause and give time on anything that we have perceived, we have started creating a mess in our mind. See these big shops, everywhere. You go for window shopping for time pass and you read there. Christmas discount, say, original sari, 25,000 rupees on sale, and you see that label, and the label is hung in such a manner that you cannot read the price, discount price from outside. Then you have to go inside. See? These are all marketing strategies. And then you go and see that, it is originally 25,000, now only 2,500. Oh God, what a great saving. But do we need to buy? But we are saving money, look here. See the mind. And thus we get caught up when perception is followed by projection. See, friends. So it is here we have to remain extremely alert. And what is that? Our Indian mind is that mind wherein we have got opinion about everything. And not only we have opinion, but we are vocal. See? Today I went to somebody's house for lunch. Now nice people giving me lunch. Should I keep my mouth shut? But if I keep my mouth shut, how can I be an Indian? The Indian is the one, he cannot keep his mouth shut. So when I was taking food and all that, And then I was seeing their, temple and all that. So the chair which I was sitting, it was moving. I said, hey man, come on, change this chair and this furniture. It is so old, throw it away. So Swamiji, we have already ordered, it is coming slowly and it will come like that. The topic should have been over. I said, look at your temple. Make the temple better than your house. God is staying there. You have somehow dumped your God in the temple or what? Daughter-in-law Uvacha. Swamiji, you tell him, father-in-law, he never listens. Now I think he will do it. So what I have done, by talking, I made all of them fight with each other and I came out. See, friends. So whenever we perceive anything objectively, and if perception is arrested, there itself, no thought is formed. See? Such a mind is, if we have to understand, like what? Such a mind is like that of a mirror. A mirror does not have past. A mirror doesn't have the future. A mirror lives in utter present. See? And how is the mirror facing the world? We are not facing the mirror. The mirror is facing the world. See? So when Vishwasundari goes and stands before the mirror, will the mirror says, come on darling, hang around for a little longer time. Don't go so fast. And then thereafter, a useless person like me goes, will the mirror say, enough, next? The mirror does not react. Thoughts which begin objectively, they are reactions. See? And this is how is the training that we have given to our mind. It is not happening overnight, it's a training. See? And habits are difficult to die. See? Habit means what? H-A-B-I-T. Remove the H, a bit remains. Remove the A, bit remains. Remove the B, it remains. Remove the I, the habit of T remains. It will not go. See? Therefore, these two aspects are called as spiritual practice. One aspect, we have swabhava, a habitual personality. We all are having some or the other habits, and those habits have made us into a person. See? Like when I talk, many times I play with my beard. It's a habit. There is nowhere written in Bhagavad Gita, now hold on to the beard. See? One girl asked me this question in the medical college. Swami, why are you all the time holding your beard? I said, are you jealous or what? But what is that? I said, these are, the antenna catching the wisdom from all around. That is why Jains are wise with beard. So there is no reason, there is no logic, it is just happening. And if I justify, no, this is my habit. This is my swabhava. Will I ever change myself? Exactly the same way. Normally what we do, no, I am like that. If you are like that, change yourself. Spiritual practice is a freedom and ability and willingness to change our habitual lifestyle. That is called swabhava. So if we don't change our swabhava, we are not walking the spiritual path. And the second aspect is, we have to recognize our swarupa, our essential nature. These two together constitute spiritual practice. what happens? Our spirit, our swabhava, the habitual lifestyle overpowers, covers our essential nature, which is all bliss. And because of this overpowering nature of our swabhava or the habitual lifestyle, instead of bliss being the experience, it is only blisters. And such people have only one thing: the world is too much for me. And the second thing, but why me? What is the reply? Why not? You are the most suitable person to be miserable. Therefore, the thoughts begin their origin objectively. Whenever we come in contact with any object, we start reacting first in the form of opinion, then labeling, then value, then urgency, and then that object is a source of happiness. See? Now, whenever we imagine that object is the source of happiness, what will be our next stage? Yena kena prakarena, by whatever means, I must have that object. All this process together is called as desire breeding ground. And once the desires are overpowering us, the only purpose and the project and the goal of our life is very simple: fulfill our desires, nothing else. So if we look within what we have done till date, and if we have to write our autobiography in one line, what will be that? I have been fulfilling my desires till date, but so far there is no fulfillment in life. Because the equation on which we are working is a wrong equation. Fulfillment of desires will never lead to fulfillment in life. Fulfillment in life can come only if we transcend the load of the desires. It is here the mind's operation comes into play. If the mind is no more habitually engaged in thinking about the world, then that mind is available for us. See, like I am talking to you. I talk, definitely it is recorded, official, authentic record, for 75 to 80 minutes. This question that I am going to ask you, don't reply. Keep it in your mind. How many minutes you listen to me? Huh? Even this is not heard. Because the mind has already gone somewhere. Now that mind, which is never available to us, with that mind, we want to face the world. What will be the tragedy? See, friends. Once, I went to some school. And in that school, they were showing me various things, and class 10 or 12, they took me in their biology laboratory. And they were wanting me to see the operation of the frog. So on that tray there is what do you call, some kind of soft board, and on that they fix the frog with the pins, and then they have to cut, and they show me. So I asked that girl, I said, hey, is it properly fixed or not? No, sir, it is properly fixed. I don't know why I asked, but I did ask. And then when this girl, Swami, this is the center line, and from here we cut, and then you can see how the heart is beating and all that, and then we put this thing, and we get a graph, everything explained. And it's okay, start. And she put the scissor. The moment the scissor was put, the frog got tickling. And he jumped with the pins. I said, no, where is the scissor? And he said, family, I don't know what happened. If a simple frog you have to operate must be properly secured. If the mind we have to operate with, isn't the mind must be secured? See friends, somehow or the other, throughout our life, we have never given any thought that thinking is also a scientific process. Because the thoughts erupt, that doesn't mean we are thinkers. See? It is something like because there are plants and trees, that doesn't mean it is a garden, it is a jungle. And what is the jungle? Jungle is a place where any kind of tree can grow anywhere without control, and where all the wild animals are there, a place frightful to go there. You cannot think of going in the forest. Contrary to that, we like to go to the garden, because in the garden every tree is selected, pruned, watered, manured and taken care of, and a very secure place to visit and a place to be happy with. Now look with it. Are we not afraid of our own mind? How we know we are afraid of our own mind? We don't stay with ourselves. Constantly running here and there. If there is nothing, take the newspaper and read how others are cheating us and enjoy that. We just can't keep ourselves facing our own mind. Therefore, friends, if we have to face the world, we have to start from the instrument by which we are facing the world. So, that instrument being mind, we must know how the thoughts are formed. What is the anatomy of the thoughts? And then we can operate properly. So, first the thoughts begin objectively. We look at the object. After we look at the object, we evaluate, we project, and then we start breeding more number of thoughts about that object. And then the thought process becomes so strong that unless we have that object, we are not at peace. Now be attentive. Thus, I wanted something, I get that thing. After I get that thing, aha, I am so happy. I wanted to get married, I got married. But that happiness lasts only for few moments. Then other thought begins. If the happiness would have been in the object that we have gained, everyone getting that object should have been happy. See, like a cup of tea. If cup of tea gives us happiness, everybody should have been happy by getting cup of tea. But it doesn't happen. Then the question comes, where from the happiness is coming? See? So, when I wanted a cup of tea, the mind is disturbed. Highest frequency of thought eruptions. Hamari mangi puri karo, constantly going on inside. And then we get a cup of tea. Aha, what a lovely cup of tea. So, where from that happiness has come? Of course, from tea. And we think we are intelligent. In fact, happiness is nothing but a freedom from thought formation. But we keep on thinking more and more about the world. Therefore, a thought is a womb in which the value of the object is imagined. So what is the thought? Mind plus value given to any object put together is called as thought. Now to understand this, take an example. Take a latex tube, ordinary rubber latex tube. If you leave it like that, it is relaxed, no tension anywhere. And then in that tube, put one, let us take a marble, a small glass bead. What will happen? Wherever that bead is, there will be a protuberance. And the wall of that tube will be tense. Rest of the part, it will relax. But when we see from a distance, it will also look that it is relaxed because there is no movement. And the moment you remove that ball, again that particular place again comes back to the normal condition. Exactly this is what happens when the thought is in our mind. See? And there is not one object, there are thousands of them. So our mind is not a smooth one, but it is corrugated. So many objects, and then we get tired of that. Because one object is pulling this way, other object is pulling that way, third object is pulling that way. And as a result, we are agitated, disturbed, and angry, frustrated. And that time, the child comes and asks, Papa, you told this evening we are going to go for a movie, and Papa has come totally frustrated from the office or house somewhere. And when the child comes and I don't ask movie. No, the child thinks what is wrong and simple thing. I want to go for a movie, yes or no. Why become angry? Because the mind was corrugated. See, friends. Therefore, when we are interacting with the world, we have to take care of the mind. And the first step is, when an ignorant person eats a sweet meat, what is the analysis of his experience? And when a wise man takes a sweet meat, what is the analysis of his experience? When an ignorant man takes a sweet meat, for him, sweet meat is the source of happiness. It contains the sweetness. When the wise man eats the sweet, his understanding is his own sweet bliss is sprinkled on that object. See the difference? The ignorant man imagines sweetness or happiness in the object. The wise man discovers happiness from the same experience. The reason being, their attention is in two different directions. Ignorant man's attention is on the objective aspect of the thought, and wise man's attention is on the subjective aspect of the thought. See, friends, therefore, thoughts arise from the objective world, and it is our freedom. See the world, there's nothing wrong, but stop there. So what will be the first technique by which we can face the world by a proper healthy mind is this. Let our mind have no freedom to go on projecting about anything or anybody. You must have seen when two persons are talking and we are standing there and we are not invited to participate. But I being old, nobody talks to me, so what I do when two young people are talking, I go and stand there. And then the boy or the girl, they talk something. See, when I was coming from the office, there was so much of traffic jam, and one bus nearly hit my motorcycle, but by God's grace, I was somehow saved and I came home, I'm tired. Now this girl or boy says this thing. No, a old man like me, will he keep quiet? He has to participate. So he will start. I remember when, I was going to college in 1922. Now, basic thing. Nobody is interested in our past. Everybody is concerned about their own future. But oldies like me have no future. Whatever we have is only the past. And then that past pressure is so much on our mind and our old habits. Anything, anywhere going on, we have to participate and start talking. And when youngsters say something to us, we get hurt. See? Many years before, there was, a place where I went for my lectures. As you know, I don't stay more than 1 week in any place. So I am a weakling for all practical purposes. So, one old lady, must be about 80 not out, she said, Swamiji, that time I was young. Swamiji, shall I come with you? I said, come mama, no problem. Where I stay, you can also stay. There is big house, no problem. So she came. And where my lectures were going on, after the second or third day, one girl came to meet me in the house where I was staying. She said, Swamiji, I have come to thank you. I said, thank you very much. Do you know what? I said, no. Then she started telling her story. I came home with a view to take the divorce from my husband. With clear I have to take divorce. I can't continue with you. So, I was thinking, simply sitting at home, let me go and listen to you because I see you on TV. And she came, after 2 days, she changed her mind. She doesn't want to take divorce. She said, Swamiji, thank you very much. I know now where I was going wrong, but your talks have really changed my perspective of life. Now, please bless me that this thought doesn't come again in my mind. I said, okay, now you will not divorce, even if he wants. You will hold on to it. So I completed the topic. Then she said, can I ask you some guidance regarding some problems? I said, okay, ask. What is that? She asked one question. This 80 not out calendar started replying. Then second question she asked. Again this 80 not out replied. Because a person who has lived for 80 years, any experience anybody talks, he can have a matching, data. And when the third question she asked, again she started. Finally that young girl said, Amma, I have come to talk to Swamiji, not to you, okay? I don't want your reply. Then I said, no, I only told her to reply. She is so old and so wise, so she knows better than me. Anyway, I will talk to you. Mama, you go and get a cup of tea for me. You know how to prepare the tea. I don't take milk, I don't take sugar properly, you drink it. I somehow sent her to the kitchen. Now this girl, she asked whatever she has to ask and she went. Then this lady came with a cup of tea. Swamiji, this is not first time. What? Anywhere I talk, people just brush me away. Why? It is not only here. I say, so you should be experienced. You should not become miserable. You know that this is going to happen. But where do I go wrong? I said, you go wrong for one reason, be attentive. More than what we know, we must have the wisdom. How much to give? To whom to give? Is it required? Is it accepted? But normally what happens? Our mind is too much bias and too much prepared. See, I don't know if I told here, in Detroit, Michigan, there was a Vishwa Hindu Parishad conference. 3 of us were there. So first day, first speaker was an elderly person, second me, and third was one professor. So the organizer said, we request Swamiji to begin and talk on this topic. I said, no, he is eldest among all of us, so let us honor him by inaugurating, and he talks, then we will talk. He finished his talk. Then he came halfway and he said, now I request Swamiji to take over. So I started bluffing from there on. And after I finished, then I said, now I request Professor Rao to continue further. And I said, now Professor Rao, being a professor, cannot talk but only can read. Because the lectures are prepared. And then he started, without reading and all that. After 10 minutes he said, I am extremely sorry, I don't know what I am talking. Therefore, let me read my lecture. And then he spoke all that which was totally unwanted. See friends, it was a Vishwa Hindu Parishad platform. They wanted to bring these people together so that they can live cheerfully and happily. And this person came and he started. In our Taittiriya Upanishad it is said, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam. The Sat is the Chit and the Sat and Chit is the Ananda, and therefore there is but one reality. Everything is different and is just an illusion, and the audience is children, housewives, and the children looking at it. See, if we are unable to remain aware, is it the place for me to talk? Is it the topic that could be discussed? Is it that I am invited? These things we are not aware because the old habits. Anywhere I get a mic, this is called as mic. Mic means what? Maya ka karya. It is the effect of Maya. Therefore, mic. The moment it comes in the hand, nobody can take it away. Go on talking. See, friends. And there is no bad intentions. Please understand. No bad intentions. When elderly people come and talk about their past, they have no bad intention. But the effect is very bad. What is the bad effect? The younger generation just want to keep away from them. Hare Ram, Dadaji aare, bhaago. See, friends. Therefore, we have to first take care of our mind, whether our mind is a garden or it is a jungle. Are we allowing any thought to erupt incessantly without any control? Or we are careful to weed out unwanted thoughts? And one of the important things is this: we have to forcibly put ourselves in this. Any thought that comes, is it necessary to talk first? In Manusmriti, Manu Maharaj gives 10 qualities of a wise talking. And one quality is, a wise man knows what not to talk. See, not what to talk, what not to talk. See? Therefore, these are old habits of interacting, reacting, responding, commenting, evaluating, labeling. Anything in this world is the source of thoughts, and for this nobody is responsible, but our own swabhava, our own habit is responsible. So we have to arrest it, we have to change it. Nobody can do it for us. It is for this purpose Mahatmas give their devotees the sadhana. You observe maun. so that at least keep your mouth shut. This happened in Illinois. One lady is to bring food for me. Her husband will come, he will come. And she will give food but never talk. So I never bothered. As long as I get food, why worry? I got a very simple approach to life. If somebody doesn't talk, very good, saved. And one day, she started talking. I said, Mama, I thought you don't talk, but you are talking. Yes, Swami, my Guru Maharaj told me to observe Maun as long as I can. So I observed. So husband said, Swami, sometimes you observe Maun for 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, and we all know about it. We have no problem. And then that lady started non-stop. Like, 365 channels on the TV. Then she asked me, Swamiji, this is what my Guru Maharaj told me. What is the sadhana you suggest? I said, Mama, your Guru Maharaj must be a great Mahatma. Please give my namaskar to him. Okay, Swamiji, I will do that. But you are not telling me sadhana for me. I said, now you continue his instruction to you. Don't observe Maun for short periods. Observe Maun for the whole time. Non-stop. See? And the topic is what? No meaning to that topic, Like the Facebook. If you see the nonsense that goes on Facebook, there is no value there. I went to the bathroom, but it was locked. Facebook. I was in where it was, Hong Kong probably, and I was to take flight to New Zealand. The waiting period was pretty long, 10 hours. So I, took that local hotel inside the airport, and I was relaxing. And then there was free internet, so I said, let me check my emails, I can finish it. And in one email, I wrote to my friend. I said, I am stuck over here. I hope I get the flight on time. It is not delayed. And sent it. When I reached there in Melbourne, my friend has already prepared one Twitter and Facebook account for me. And he said, Swamiji, it was such a joy to receive email from you that you are stuck up there, but you will go. So I knew exactly where you are and all that. Why don't you start doing the Twitter and Facebook so that people know about you? I had loose motions. Health bulletin. Is it necessary? And this happens only because we have never taken care of our mind, that we are constantly reacting to the world, whether it is required or not. First. Now the second source of thoughts is not the objective world. The second source of thought is the impressions which we have collected in our bank account. See how this happens. Take an example. I might have given you this example sometime. I play a lot of management giving. And my first rule of management philosophy is management is a myth. Mismanagement is the truth. And then we had a nice gathering, all the people, different age groups, right from children. So daytime we used to have the conference, evening we used to have satsang. And in that satsang, I said, we'll play today. So everybody was happy. What we are going to play? So I called one child, 5 years. I said, come on, now you give a talk on about you. Say, I don't want to talk. I said, no, why you have to talk? See, but just play. Okay, I like chocolates. First statement. Again there is a big vacuum. Now what to talk? What to talk? I don't like taking baths. Again third thing. What to talk? What to talk? No, Swamiji, this is all. I have nothing to talk. I said, look here, we have 3 minutes more. We have to talk. You can't give like that. He said, but I have nothing to talk. I said, then stand only. He said, if I stand only, I will do susu here. I said, then go. Stand go. Don't do it here. He told about his life of 5 years. Then the second experiment. 178 not out was called. I said, Babaji, now you speak about you for 5 minutes. And then we have to call police. It is impossible to stop that person. Now after that was over. Now let us analyze these 2 experiments I told. I said, this child, he had 5 years as his past. And in these 5 years, he has never reacted strongly. Therefore, his mind is totally empty and free. Therefore, for him to think and talk, there is nothing inside. What can he talk? And for the 78 not out, there is a huge bank balance. Any topic I can start giving lectures. See, and therefore when he started, we have got so much of past, we go on talking. So the second source where from the thoughts erupt is the impressions that we have gathered on our mind. See, friends. Therefore, one of the important observation is where from the impressions come. Impressions come, be attentive. When we react, then only the impressions come. If we don't react, impressions don't come. So if we have to protect our mind from becoming corrugated, having too many ditches and holes, the important thing is we have to take a firm decision. Now about the past, number 1, we cannot undo our past. We cannot. All that has happened has happened. Then how to deal with the past? Select, shift, delete. You can do nothing about your past. Forget. This is the gift God has given all of us. The ability to forget. Take money from somebody and forget. You will be happy. That is his problem. But I gave you money, it's your problem. Why did you give? See, friends. And in this manner, to forget our past, the technique is do not talk about your past. Normally, we talk about our past as a memory. But if you talk about your past as a lesson learning institution, and if you have learned something, learning does not create an impression on the mind. Wisdom is light. Wisdom is not an impression. But the likes and dislikes, our interactions, they are the impressions on the mind. Now to understand this principle, take a simple example. In childhood, sometime or the other, we have touched the fire and we got burnt. So, we have hatred for the fire? No. Because we have learned, when we touch the fire, we get burned. And therefore, any experience or any interaction from which we have learned will never allow any impression to be formed on our mind. Now, in the present when we are living, If you remember something of your past as a memory, first of all, play with it. What is the wisdom that I can learn from my that past experience? Normally what we do, we go on daydreaming, When I was young, I used to go there, how nice it was. Only imagination. Trying to relive the past in the present. And as a result, we start disrespecting the present. See? One person, a Marwadi gentleman in Calcutta. Calcutta, there are plenty of Marwadis. So, I went to somebody's house for food. And there was one elderly person. Swami, where from you have come? I said, I have come from Vrindavan. Oh, Vrindavan has changed so much. See, 40 years before it was so nice, Now it has become all commercial, all buildings, and all kinds of Delhi people come, and Saturday, Sunday, it is a mess there, all started. I said, Papa, come. I took him near the sink. I said, look into the mirror. What should I see? I said, 40 years before, you are like this? You have changed in 40 years, but the world should not change. See how we unnecessarily bring the past memories and become miserable in the present. One of the most important things is our past memories should not make us miserable in the present. Earlier, one child and grandfather was telling, no, when in our childhood we used to go to the market, carry only handful of money and get a gunny bag full of goods. But now we go with the gunny bag full of money and we get handful of things. The grandchild, very intelligent, a digital child. He said, Dadaji, you must be getting the grass. We get the blue chips. So do you compare the grass with the blue chips? But this is how the past memories are becoming load on us. And therefore the moment anybody younger comes in our contact, they try to avoid and run away because we don't know that we are talking that topic which is never interested for them. See? And why we are interested? Because we have lived that. So what we do, be attentive. By talking our past, we try to relive our past in the present. And when we try to relive our past in the present, we are insulting the present. And when you insult, you get punishment. And what is the punishment? Everybody starts avoiding us. See, friends, it is so important, so important. On the contrary, if we have been learning constantly from every experience of our life, with every experience, we will grow wise. And when we grow wise in our life, wise people are wanted. Vidwan sarvatra pujyate. Wise people are wanted by everyone. See? Recently it happened, I am giving my example because it is not a bluff. Because normally I bluff, but this is the truth. Last day in Ahmedabad, I completed my lecture and one girl, she was very regular coming in the front, very attentively listening. And she says, Swamiji, after prasad, chocolate, everything was given. Swamiji, I want to ask you some question if you allow me. I said, okay, ask. So she asked 1 or 2 questions. And I was walking, she was walking, I explained. After that, when I was going to get in my car, Swamiji, I want a hug from you. I said, come. I gave her a hug. Now go. I want to say something. I said, how long? Enough is enough. No, I want to say something. Swamiji, you are damn cute, man. When this was said by that girl, I said, you should have said it on the first day. Now, when that girl and me was talking, there was an elderly person there. Do you talk to Swamiji like that, you know? You should not talk to Swamiji like that. Before Swamiji, you should be always serious, as if you are consumed handful of caterpillar. That is not spiritual life, friends. See, all of us like a wise person. Every one of us like. And what is wisdom? There are no wisdom pills, except I have. Sometimes you have seen, you know, when I talk, I take the pills. There also people ask, Swamiji, what do you take there? I said, these are wisdom pills. When my wisdom level goes down. See, friends, thus, the second source of thoughts, the impressions on our mind, they compel us to keep on vomiting our past and bring it in the present. See? And vomit of whatever it may be, it is disgusting. See? Take an example to make this point. One South Indian and one Bengali. South Indian means what? Vada sambar. He has taken vada sambar. Bengali means what? He has taken rasgulla sandesh. Both of them ate and something happened and both of them vomited. And you are standing there. When you say, this is vomit of only vada sambar. This is the vomit of, rasgulla. Friends, vomition of anything is disgusting, is it not? Be attentive. Whatever may be your glorious past, that glorious past is like a vomit. It is disgusting. Disgusting. Because everybody is concerned about their future and we always have only the past. And therefore, longer the past, the length of the past is directly proportionate to the length of the tongue. They keep on talking non-stop, whether the other person wants or not. It's very important. And when we thus sit down quiet, never compare the past with the present. One of the spiritual practices, we have to change according to the requirement of the present. Those who cannot change according to the requirement of the present, they will be erased. See? Then the process of learning is a continuous, unbroken, effortless process. Only thing we have to learn. Once you learn, then this process will never stop. See? Recently you are going by car somewhere in Rajasthan and because of something, we have to stop near some old place and there was old wall and on near that wall there was one banyan tree and it must have been protected by the steel guard and 50% of the steel guard was consumed by the tree, overgrown over there. When I was watching that, my friend said, Swamiji, what are you seeing? I said, I am seeing this. He said, what is there to see? I said, you tell me what I have seen. Or you tell me what you are seeing. I started telling, see, they don't take care properly. Now the tree is growing, it is coming halfway and it will disturb the traffic. I said, you are a social worker, you can never be happy in life. Social workers are always searching for the misery. Because where there is happiness, social workers are not required. Like, doctors are never happy when they see a healthy person. Or a healthy aa gaya. All the doctors like only unhealthy person. If they see only healthy person, they become unhealthy. Then he said, what you have seen? I said, I am seeing like this. This tree is softer than the steel guard, is it not? What is there to learn? I said, okay. Now if the steel is stronger than the tree bark, how can the steel is eaten away by the soft bark of the tree? See, what is the reason? Because whatever simple situation it may be, the steel is not able to change itself. It is very hard. And when it is very hard, it is not able to change itself. It will disappear in the womb of time. See, friends, the word yajna appears originally in the Vedas, Karma Kanda. The same word yajna is again re-enlivened by Bhagavan Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. What is the same? See? Yajñārthāt karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhanah tadartham karma konteya mukta sangas samachara. 3rd chapter, 9th verse, Bhagavan takes this. Earlier, karma means only karma kanda. We are living at a very lower level of existence. And when you are busy in karma kanda, then only I becomes a very strong personality. I have done this thing, I have done this thing. To come out of this doership virus, Bhagavan Krishna uses the same word, yajna, but in a different meaning. And one of the names of the Lord is Om Yajnaya Namaha. In Vishnu Sahasranam, if you study, one of the name of the Lord is Yajna. And there Bhagavan says, Yajñārthāt karmanonyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Whenever you do any karma, not offering the oblations in the fire, any karma is yajna, provided it is done for the Lord. See? So, the duty is converted into devotion only by usage of the same word in a different manner. See? This is the beauty. Therefore, we have to change ourselves according to the requirement of the time. And if we do not change ourselves, we will be consumed by the change around. See? Like many people, there are 2 types of people. One type of people, they tell me, Swamiji, you are a technocrat. I said, yes, I am digital Anand. Call me by any name. Other people say, Swamiji, you record your talks and you do your laptop and computer. It doesn't look nice, You should not do this. Somebody should do. Why should you do? I said, if you don't like, don't look at me. It's your problem. No, but how can you justify this? I said, look here, my life is very simple. I never justify anything in my life. See? Because I don't want to prove anything to anybody. But Mahatmas don't do this work. I said, it is your problem that you call me Mahatma. I am not a Mahatma, I am a CH Atma. Chota Atma. But why you do like this? I said, look here. If during the time of Bhagavan Veda Vyasa, Bhagavan Shankaracharya, if digital camera was available, they would have recorded. Have not they written the commentaries? They have written commentaries because that was the only media with which they could communicate. So whether you are doing it by writing on ordinary leaf or a paper or a digitally recorded, the idea is it is only making available to others, that's all. See, whether you are taking the prasad or you are taking vegetarian or non-vegetarian food, idea is you are satiating your hunger. But we get lost in the non-essentials and the essential we forget. See? Therefore, when we are dealing in the present, from the past we learn and become fit to live in the present. And those who are not able to be fit in the present, they will be erased. And friends, we have no choice but to live in the present. We cannot live in the past. We cannot live in the future. We have to live in the present. But what we do in the present, we go on brooding over regrets of the past. You know, in the Taittiriya Upanishad, this mantra comes. Kimahagam papam akaravam iti. Kimahagam sadhuna karavam. When I was young, why I did the wrong things. When I was young, why I did not do the correct things. And in old age, we have to live 24 hours awake. Where is the sleep? Then what we do? Youngsters in the house, we start persecuting them. See, these days, youngsters wake up so late, 10 o'clock, When we were children, we used to wake up early in the morning at 4 o'clock. And then, come on, get up. Now this old man has no problem to wake up early in the morning because the whole night he was not sleeping. And see, this is a wonderful thing in this world. If I am miserable and if somebody is happy, I become more miserable. See, if I don't get sleep and if other person is sleeping, I become more jealousy. That's all. Therefore, let us understand that mind is erupting thoughts because of all old impressions. So to remove those impressions, learn, delete, learn, delete, learn, delete. And for that, never talk about your past and never ask anybody about their past. See? Like people ask us, Swami, this happened here recently, Brazil, in Sao Paulo. We used to have a camp. Three sessions we had, about 150, 200 people. First talk followed by meditation. So first was asana and meditation. Second was pranayama and meditation. Third was japa and meditation. That's 3 talks. And there the language is Portuguese. So I have to say one sentence, somebody will translate. Great fun. And one person came, very elderly man, and he said, Swamiji, if I lie down here and do meditation in Shavasana, I say, I have no problem. Do it. So, meditation was over. He was nicely snoring. Everybody was snoring. And after that was over, then he woke up from the sleep. And then he said, Swamiji, it was very refreshing. He did not say meditation. It was very refreshing. Whether it was meditation or sleep, you decide. So I said, okay. But I have one question. This question I have been thinking about you. You are a Swami? I said, yes. Are you married? I said, no, I am happy. Now, what is the need to know whether somebody is married or not married? What is the need? See? This unwanted information collection and increasing our database. See? Therefore, neither ask about anybody's past nor talk about your past. Then what remains? You start effortlessly remaining in the present. Even if somebody tells, you pretend that you are listening, don't register. That is what I do. And then to protect myself from this, what I do, I talk to everybody by various, addresses. Mahatma Ji, Bhagwan, Prabhu. He also is glorified and I don't have to remember. Because Mahatma is a common title you can give to anybody. Keep your mind empty, keep your stomach full and be happy. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Sri Guru